All right, so today, welcome, we're back. It's Breeanna and Dulcie.
Hello.
So today we're doing this thing where we pair, in this case, we're doing comedians with houses. And we're not saying that, that the comedians would
like these houses.
Sure.
Or live in them.
Or that we would design these houses for these comedians necessarily.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're not saying that these houses would be for these clients only, or comedians, only that there's something about the comedian that we also find akin to the house, right?
Yes.
So having said that, let's just jump into it.
Doing it.
All right, you want to go first?
No.
Okay, I'll go first. So the first one, and this one was the easiest one for me. The easiest one
I think
for me.
because he has a very distinct
Style.
personality and style. Yes, yes.
Yeah. So the
That's fine.
comedian is Dimitri Martin.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm just going to say that I went full
Oh.
Mr. Fuller.
That is a good one.
Oh my god, I think it's the bowl haircut. I'm not sure, but there is something about his weird, quirky,
Yes, quirky is the exact word.
I actually
would
looked to
use.
see if Archigram had houses, because that was the other direction I was going with.
He's
and
really quirky,
unfortunately,
he's kind of folky.
Yes.
He's like, all of his jokes are one-liner quips. Like,
yes. And he's very irreverent.
So I didn't even get that well known. I went with a tiny house.
There
with
you
an
go.
orange door.
Yes.
I think it's probably about
I
100
feel it.
square feet max.
I feel it though. I mean, there's something
But
absurd.
it has a loft. I'm
Oh,
thinking.
it does?
I don't know. I'm thinking it might.
For a very tiny
For a
person.
tiny. I actually, when I was looking this one up, I think a 13-year-old built this in his backyard.
Okay, and so is that why there's like phases like this is the process?
Yes.
This is the sheathing.
Yes,
like,
which I
is
think it
someone
makes it
selling
even more
this?
Dimitri
You
Martin
can-
that a 13-year-old built it.
It does. Can I just say that I wish all the comedians were like this, because he was super easy.
There.
All right, good. So we're off to a fantastic start. All right, so the next one I have to tell you I found incredibly hard.
Okay.
But then not as soon as I figured out what I wanted to say about it. So it's Eliza
Schlesinger. I think that's how you say her name.
Schlesinger.
Yes, I'm pretty sure. Schlesinger.
Schlesinger. Just have another drink. It's just coffee. I swear to God. All right, so I have to say that whilst I think she's a good comedian, I think there are parts of her that are a bit prickly.
Oh yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
Don't get too
She
excited.
gets like she
does the mean girl way too easy.
she does like
way
a very
too
good Valley
easy.
Girl impression.
And I'm thinking that she
I
doesn't
like
have
that
to go deep for that.
she inserts like the llama sounds
Yes.
into her.
Now that I like.
I
And
do.
that's quirky, but I don't
Yeah.
find her very self-deprecatory in any, like, I think she thinks she's the shit. I think she thinks she should be in charge. And
You're describing kind of what I picked out, I think, a little bit.
And I think she's kind of hard in some ways.
Oh, okay.
And so-
Maybe you're going a little harder.
I know.
Go ahead.
So I picked for her
Ooh.
Bordeaux House by Rem Koolhaas. Because there is something that is just a little bit better than everyone else about that house. This is a house that, like, kind of flips its nose at the other houses and says, you all other houses are stupid. The whole point of a house is stupid. It's kind of hard in some ways. There's the very self-important
But I would
floor
argue
that
the
shifts up.
interior is pretty cool.
Well, the floor moving up and down, all right, that's James Bondy. I'll give you that. But everything else about the house is very hard, very not comfy. There's no nooks and crannies. It is a rectangular, in-your-face, very Eliza house, I think.
I think that you kind of like you went the other way, went a little like really hard.
Kind of
Well,
hard.
I kind of looked at her. She's definitely more of a current kind of
Yes.
comedian.
Yes.
She just has the whole like her topics are very feminine and millennial driven.
Yes.
Yes. So I
But she's a self-proclaimed alpha, too. So even though...
Yeah, I agree.
Kind of anti-millennial in that sense, I don't think she's lost in any sort of... She doesn't
No,
give
no,
off
no,
a-
no,
yeah, yeah.
no, definitely
All right.
not. Definitely
What
not.
did you pick?
I picked out Barbara Bester's Malibu house. It has these cool barn doors on it. I really
You
like.
went way softer.
I went
way.
softer, but I really
But
like
that's a cool house.
I feel like we're on the same page as far as like she's hard.
Okay.
I feel like I can roll with Eliza Schlesinger like really
you
well,
could.
and I really like this house. I
Right.
think it's really cool.
I mean, I would not... If she made you mad at some point, I would pay to see that. All right, so go ahead. Barbara Buster. Why Barbara Buster?
Well, I think it's all these things. I think it's really cool, and I think it's really current, and I feel like
it looks very ranchy to me, though.
It is.
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit modern ranchy.
It is modern ranchy, although... Okay, like wait. I'm down.
Roof.
All right, so I'm seeing the doors now, and that actually does make a big difference. I like the standing seam roof. I do.
Yes.
The shape is very vernacular. Okay, the shape is super ranch, whatever. But the doors and the way that opens up,
too.
Yeah, the pop. It's got a commercial kind of quality, graphic quality to it because of that. So I get that. Yeah, no, I think we're on the same page as far as that goes.
Just a different take.
Yeah, because it's not
really different take, but
yours is a little bit more homey, you know, but it's still got hard edges to it, you know. I get it. All right.
What you said.
All right. So I say. Okay, so the next one.
Oh. This one was hard for me actually because.
Well, first of all, do you like Patton Oswalt?
I do like Patton Oswalt.
All right.
I do like Patton Oswalt.
Good.
Me too. He is. I feel like he's a little bit more classy than some of the other comedians.
Okay.
Is where I kind of took it.
Okay.
But still he still has a very insulting kind of comedy. But
can be.
But every day. Like everyday insulting. Okay. So he's a little like, I feel like his topics too are a little hard for me, but he doesn't execute them like topic wise. It's kind of still,
he's older.
Like yeah. But I feel like he executes them in like not a harsh way.
Right.
But so I went with Zumthor House.
Oh, I like that. You did nice for him. That's good.
I love this house.
All right, okay, so tell me.
Zumthor House by Peter Zumthor.
Right.
And I honestly kind of, the outside is a bit harsh, I do think. Maybe the interior
I'm a little jaded
more homey.
When you say Zumthor, I don't think harsh ever.
I don't think either.
I know.
I think material wise,
maybe
it can be.
I just think of the sensuality and the light and the shadow and the way that he treats
That's
all
what
of that.
I like about the inside.
Okay,
so I think it kind of has both of those.
Good. I agree.
And who did you pick?
Oh, okay. So when I show you this, please. I'm so irritated that the outside looks the way that it does because it's kind of it's too on the nose, but at the same time,
okay,
it is kind of on the nose. But that's not why I picked it. I picked it for the interiors. Okay,
we'll
so Maybach's studio house.
Oh,
all right. So that hearth. Okay, that hearth is that is nobody freaking does anything like that anymore, right? And I know. Okay, so because it's Patton Oswalt, he's very he has this whole routine about, you know, like when you go to take your dog out for a walk and you just get the leash and the dog gets all excited, right? And then he said whenever I get out Princess Bride, my depression gets all excited. It's like, oh, are we gonna put the robe on? Are we gonna watch Princess Bride like back to back 30 times in a row for 3 days? And so when he gave that whole thing, it kind of, and there's some other bits of his routine that belie the fact that he's very, you know, maybe has a darker sort of depressive sort of side, but he's
self-deprecating.
Yes. But he seems very insular to me. He doesn't, and I don't want to pick a Hobbit house. I mean, that would be like horrible, right? But I do have to say that there's something about him that does speak of like, even though he's a performer and he's on the stage, he still feels to me that he's very inward and of himself and kind of more curmudgeon-y and just, do you know what I mean?
Like, well, that's why I feel like he's not harsh. I keep using that word, but he's not
he's not acerbic.
Other, we'll get to other comedians that are definitely
Bill.
a little
and
bit
Bill.
I
love Bill.
And you,
but Jesus, that man has a tongue like a razor blade.
Yes.
All right, so anyway, so the thing that I wince a little bit is that the outside of this house, it's the one where Maybach did like some sort of zinc or metal like flashing stuff, and it gets all kind of droopy and stuff on the outside of the house. There is a little bit of that in Patton too. But the insides are so lush and wooden, and the concrete massive hearth and all of that's like on the inside. That's really what appeals to me. Okay, so I'm so excited about this one.
This one got ridiculous.
So excited about this one
because Will Ferrell seemed like really difficult.
Well, first of all, someone pointed out, you know, he's not a stand-up comedian. I get that.
Yes, I
get that.
I wrote that down. He's definitely more. Yeah. And when he does comedy, in everything that he like in sketch comedy or in acting, he's very like physical. I feel like he uses his body.
I know. Like his stomach and cowbell. I mean, like, you know, you cannot do cowbell without his chest hair that somehow his chest hair gets like all pebbled. You know how it like gathers and does little dreadlocks, and then like his paunch and all that hanging out of the bottom of the shirt? So perfect.
So I feel like he is ridiculous and unpredictable, but I love him. So I picked out...
I want to see what you got.
I picked out the Clue Mansion from the film Clue.
All right. Totally legitimate, by the way. We did say that you could pull from movies. Absolutely. Yeah. All right, but explain.
Yeah.
Explain
so
to me.
I feel like there's a lot going on. With the Clue Mansion.
Okay.
But I feel like Will Ferrell, and he does this comedy that. So this is like I feel like it's like a dark comedy mystery.
Right.
And Will Ferrell, I feel like, covers like the deadpan.
He does.
The deadpan, ridiculous,
right.
but still somehow deadpan over the top.
Well, he has that ability to like
he's
have
like heckling at himself.
Yes, when he can comment on things while he's doing them without doing anything on his face. I don't understand. And that was like genius. Okay. So you imagine that there's like some sort of satirical thing going on in the Clue Mansion.
Yes,
I get it. So there's like commentary on Victorianness within the Clue Mansion.
And there is, I don't know if you've seen this movie, but there's a lot of
I've seen this movie because you made me watch
this movie.
Yes. Not because just like I've tried to make you watch Amadeus, like I imagine like
I've
6 or 7
Amadeus.
times. You've seen it.
But I was
fell asleep while you were watching
it. I was like forced to watch it when I was like 13 when you're playing the recorder.
I don't have words. I don't have words.
I've seen lots of clips of Amadeus. They tend to be
clips.
No, I've seen the movie, and now recently you only see clips.
All right, you need to watch it again.
Okay. I know you're quoting me.
Yeah, I know
you're quoting me on that.
I tried to read Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I tried.
You should try.
And Breeanna's famous thing was that, well, you should try again.
I was being serious.
I know. All right.
I want to see you.
Okay, so brace yourself. Are you ready?
Go ahead.
Yes. No, let me explain. Okay, so first of all, Bart Prince. Because Bart Prince. Because thank God I finally have an opportunity to talk about Bart Prince.
I know, I love this house.
I know. Well, I love it.
And I very much like Bart Prince.
I know. And you shouldn't say that out loud, though.
No, I'm saying out loud because it's coming up later.
We're kidding.
He's coming up
really like Bart
later.
Prince. Oh, is he?
Nice! I used him also, this exact same project.
I'm so shocked. Okay, so I would say, all right, so when I was thinking about Will, other than the fact that my dying need to have an excuse to bring Bart Prince, but I have to say that his
I don't care what people say. I think it's sophisticated.
What is the seven? It's Burgundy. Ron Burgundy. Ron Burgundy. Okay, so there's a bunch of favorites that I have of Will's, right? I mean, Cowbell is like way high up there, but Ron Burgundy is really super high up there for me. And the reason why I picked Bart Prince is because I think that's very 70s. It's a very like 70s on toast.
I agree.
Like 70s gone awry. Like you took James Bond and you just like let a 5-year-old at the controls. You know what I mean? From their id.
But I still think it's kind of sophisticated.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no. I'm just saying. But and the thing that you said earlier, which is also true, is that the reason why I actually think that this would be perfect for him and not just for Ron Burgundy is that because Will has that thing that you're talking about where he can do a character but somehow comment on the thing he's doing. So I think he is perfect for this because I think that he wouldn't buy it 100%. There's a part of Bart Prince that is all about the ridiculous and all about the without taking yourself too seriously. There's something about it that's just so that it allows like you can just revel in the field of delight. And I think that Will Ferrell will be totally down for that.
And now that you say it, I can and I look at these photos, like I can hear his voice.
Yeah. See. Okay. Next.
This one was really hard for me, actually, Kevin Hart.
Because?
And, I'm not really sure why. I've listened to, I know his stand-up pretty well, but he's over the top. Mm-hmm. He's very loud.
So there's that.
There's that. And that's kind of where
There's a whole bunch of architecture that can come right from that.
I feel like he's grandiose. Well, so
by the way, I'm feeling you. That's exactly where I went with it.
Okay.
Absolutely. All right. So what do you do?
I went Al Capone. Al Capone's house in Miami. So I feel like it's grandiose on a smaller scale.
Okay.
Which is kind of funny.
Right.
And I didn't do that on purpose.
Right.
But there's like hip hop videos that were shot in here that I recall, and I feel like it's very
self-important.
Yes, I don't want to say it's egotistical because I don't necessarily.
And I don't think that I think that he plays on that. I think he knows he's going for that. Yeah. I mean, because it belies his stature. You know, as a smaller human being. Yes. You know, so I 100% agree.
And even like his comedy that's like everyday stories are not like they're like everyday stories like to him. Like they're everyday stories that are ridiculous. Like they're everyday stories that can barely even be relatable. They're not even
opposite of Dimitri Martin.
Yeah.
You know, Dimitri Martin, like, you know, Kleenex box. Yeah. And you'll make you think that the Kleenex box is funny. Yeah. And it's like an everyday item. You're like, shit, I never really thought about the Kleenex box that way. That's actually kind of funny.
Dimitri Martin, tiny house. And Kevin Hart, over the top mansion, vacation home.
On that theme, on that exact same thing.
Okay, go. Oh.
Totally. All right, so the Tower House by Marlon Blackwell.
Project actually very well.
Oh my god, I saw this. I'm like, that's
I can't believe I don't know this
especially the image where that little house is like trying to stand up above the trees, like really hard. You know what I mean?
But I like it. I don't think I know this project.
Oh no, it's cool, isn't it? I mean, well, first of all, I have a love of lighthouses,
inside and outside.
Yeah. So I mean, the stair. I mean, come on. Yeah. I dive on it. I'm not gonna pick bad houses for these people. I mean,
it's doing like a.
But it's
I like
very
the bottom image.
Trying so hard.
I really like. Yes, I like the bottom image.
And
you see the trees, and it's like.
Yeah, it's just like, look hey, I'm up here. I'm up here. And then there's the whole. I mean, we're not going to go this way, but there's a whole like potentially compensating kind of factor.
I think both of ours kind of say that a lot.
Yes. No, which is why I completely felt yours. All right. Okay. Moving on.
Yes.
Oh, Joe Rogan.
I love Joe Rogan, but I listen to his podcast and all of that more than his stand-up comedy.
So so you know him and I know him in a way that's well beyond his comedic talents, right?
Yeah.
So I have to
non-PC comedy, but like I kind of look at him as more of like this masculine type MMA.
He's a
hunting.
Bro. He's a bro.
Yeah,
He's a bro with a microphone. He's an articulate bro with a microphone.
Now I'm trying to think of what I've even picked out.
Refreshingly articulate. Oh, but about bro things. There's like this everyman kind of quality, even though he is not an everyman in any sort of way, because he works out 6 hours a day and he's ripped as like a 49-year-old or what? I mean to age
and
him.
super smart, and like also hosted Fear Factor.
Right.
And
I'm not sure. Like, you think he's super smart?
I think he is.
Okay, well, he is smart in the sense that all the comedians are smart in the sense that
on camera. You think he's super smart?
I know I should really cut that part. But you know, but I think that he did this bit. I'm sure you've seen it. I think it's comic genius, though. Genius. Where he gets up on his stool and he's acting like the Kardashians.
We know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh my god. I get goosebumps. Just even, I mean, there's so many layers to that comedy. Yeah. And he commits to it and gives the sound effects and the physicality for it. I'm like, alright, so I picked.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah. I had to go hard. I had to go super hard.
Ooh.
Yeah, deserving, I think. Orango House by John Lautner. There's just something so egotistical, broad-chested.
Not as bro-y.
I mean,
as I would have thought.
But the thing is, Joe Rogan, even though he's very bro-y, I swear to God,
it's like use that word.
I know, bro-y. He's so over the top bro-y that I think really he's a poet. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, he can get up on top of a stool and act out, all of the Kardashians. They all come out of him. It's not just the guys. Mostly this house, even though it is very evocative, you have to have an enormous set of balls to make a house like this. The house has to be large enough to contain the ego. That's what this Orango house is. Like you just said, I don't care about handrails. I don't care about having a lap pool on the roof of my thing, which is not really the roof. I don't care about spending millions on concrete that doesn't do anything except look good. You know what I mean? All right, that's my choice.
Okay, well, I went more industrial, and I know you love this.
Okay.
Because, well, I don't know if you love this for Joe Rogan, but I do love this house.
Okay.
I love it.
I feel that.
Okay, because,
I totally feel that.
Because at first I thought, like...
When I saw that you had selected this for a comedian, I was a little pissed.
Yeah.
But I have to say, I've selected
point-
it for Karen Reed, who's an all-black rugby player who's like 6'2" and 200 pounds. I feel what you're saying.
Yeah, it's
absolutely.
hard. It's hard, but then it kind of has like it's industrial, and I feel like it's a different take. Like I think of Joe Rogan as like this kind of like cabin hunter, but then he also has like a boxing, a whole boxing gym, just like in his studio.
Yeah,
I feel like
he has a studio. So clearly, he has a studio, and he's a performer and an artist in his studio, and he hangs out with all these people and does nothing but talk for a living on a certain level. I mean, he works out for a living too. So that's why I completely feel this, because it has the bro quality, the caveman cement.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely
kind of quality.
A look at me industrial,
but it's definitely got all the glass and all the elegance.
House.
I mean, I know.
I looked around.
I know too. Freaking Kundig Olsen or Olsen Kundig. It's another one of those people, like, really? You talked the client into making an entire wall of glass that you could hand crank open, and they weatherproofed it, and then they got someone to build it. And it met with Title 24. Or maybe they don't have Title 24.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
All right, next. Dave Chappelle.
Oh, this one was actually harder for me than I thought, too.
Okay.
Because I'm
excited about this one.
Are you? Oh, yeah. With your pick or mine?
Yeah. Well, always for your pick too. But
Dave Chappelle, I feel like has kind of evolved a bit to me, where he used to be a little bit more over the top, and now I think he does blue comedy, so he's risque, but I feel like he kind of is not as look at me anymore. He's kind of actually like the most recent stand-ups that I've seen actually kind of feel like a little bit like leave me alone a bit. Like I'm kind of
he's matured.
I'm a little over it.
He's been through a bunch.
Exactly.
He had that hiatus for a while, and now he's come back.
Yes.
Yeah.
I picked.
What?
I know.
What?
This one was
Fujimoto.
Hard. Yes.
All right. So is this where
we
we talk about how we had dinner with Sue Fujimoto?
No, we're not. We don't talk about that.
Man,
it was awesome. We don't have to talk about it. Another time.
Okay. So go ahead.
So I feel like he's kind of hardened on the outside, but he's still. I don't know if you've seen the. I don't have a visual.
There
image
better be something
of the
else
inside.
on the inside.
There's it's white, but it's all kinds of curvy and ridiculous.
Really?
Inside, yeah.
Is this the one where he cut the different skylights in different layers so that when the light filters down?
No, that's that was the courtyard surrounding the house and the house.
Yes.
That was a cool one too.
Yeah. But this one belies a certain sort of geode kind of thing.
Yes.
Where there's a wall there, but on the inside is all this stuff.
Yes. That's how I see Dave Chappelle.
Okay.
At least now.
Okay.
Now, maybe not in his Chappelle show
I took
days.
a little different tact on
okay.
it. But although I do understand that, but I went full rock star for Dave Chappelle.
I thought about this. I almost did it for someone else.
Okay,
coming up.
Really?
Yes.
Because I know who's coming up. But anyway, this is Lenny Kravitz's house that was designed by Michael. I don't know how to say that last name.
I don't even think we should try.
And you know what? He passed away, unfortunately.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was really sad.
But
from cancer.
At that kitty cat room.
Okay, can I just tell you, I could not find actual images of the Kit Kat Lounge.
So
I know. If you have images, can you send them to me?
I've tried and I can't.
All right, because I know who they were. There's an artist called Werner Panton that they were trying to riff on. So I have an image in there of that lounge. But you know the shape, and you're looking at it right there. Yeah. There was the Kit Kat Lounge that happened right beyond that. And Dave Chappelle, to me, has cool kind of... He's just cool. I feel around him. I would be such a... oh my God, so cool. And he's just he's got this suave, really kind of funny, and he's laid back.
Yeah.
So he just has this kind of cool, kind of rock star quality to him, and so I just thought that this was. I hate to exploit that, you know what I mean? But I think that this is perfect.
I don't know. I mean, he was hard because I feel like he tackles these topics that are he'll be talking about his wife, but then his obsession with foot fetishes and stuff like that. So he has it was difficult. It was
I know, but he still does it.
Yeah,
it's if you took a really cool cat, kind of rock star kind of guy, and then he had to be a dad. Then that's the way he would talk about it, But he still has that really slower. Of all the comedians that we're doing today, he has the most mellow kind of quality to him a little bit.
I agree. I think that's why I kind of like got led to some super.
I gotta see the interiors. All right,
you do.
Okay, Ali Wong. First of all, hilarious.
Yeah.
My opinions about her is that she is everything you think someone like that might be. She's like that tiger mom kind of ish.
Yeah.
But super sexual and
super sexual.
Hilarious. I mean, the stuff, the places that she goes with her sexuality, first of all, have changed my life. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
And yeah, we won't talk about that. We're not gonna.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, we're not, because I can't take it off. Like I can't pull it off like Ali Wong. I mean, like she can talk about stuff like that later.
She gets
you're
on
like,
stage pregnant in a cheetah dress.
I know, and then later you think, God, does she realize that like they just filmed her talking about that? I mean, like I really thought like, oh, that's funny, but that can't be a real story. Like if that's a real story, I know there's zero filter, right?
Yeah.
So, but I have to say, I enjoy her so much. I had to whip out my favorite architect for her. So I am gonna go Sheets Goldstein, like John Lautner, for her, because there's something super sexual about her, which John Lautner is. Or that his houses are very sexual.
Agree more.
Oh really? What? What did you pick?
I also went with Lautner. But
oh my god, okay.
I did the Garcia house instead, because I really love Lautner, but I like this house, but at the same time think it's kind of obnoxious. Like there's things about which
I think she is.
That's exactly how I describe it.
Oh, I guess what you're saying.
It's like it's sensual. Yep. It's got some cool things about it, and it's also really like just there.
Yeah. It's bold.
Yeah.
It's bold. It's out there.
It is.
And you're like, it does the same thing.
It kind of doesn't give a fuck.
No.
Yeah.
None whatsoever. Shoulders way back. Shoulders way back.
So both went with Lautner.
Absolutely. Okay, so now we're doing Bill Burr, which, can you just say that I love Bill Burr? I mean, I know he is, I don't know, he's like some sort of pasty white Irish. Maybe he's Scottish. I don't know. I'm from Boston or whatever, but I can just say I've seen him live. I pay to see this guy. He says things that I'm like, oh my god. Like he talks about putting his girlfriend's head in the cereal bowl to like kill her, but it's hilarious. Like how do you talk about suffocating your girlfriend's face in the cereal, but like it's funny somehow. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Anyway, so because he is that way,
he's rough.
He is. And he's very blue collar in a certain sort of a way. I know. So Lake Flato, I really love the Corten, the kind of, the image that's in the lower left there, this like, it's an agricultural, it's not self-important, but it's still cool. It's still really cool and edgy and like, kind of intelligent, but it's not self-important. It blends into the, you know what I mean?
I went a little bit more. So this isn't as I went more masculine.
Okay, right.
And Bill Burr to me is like the number one comedian that I would never want to heckle. Like he seems intimidating to me. He seems a little, you know what I mean?
But you respect that.
But no,
totally.
I love him for it. It's one of the things I think is so great.
Yeah.
Okay, and this house is rough. It's a rough one for me.
All right.
And there's certain things in the interior that I like, and they're okay. I'll just show it to you. So I went with Adolf Loos the Mole because there are some. I know,
traitor. No, we do not promote Adolf Loos on any level on any of the episodes.
But the lack of ornamentation and the masculinity.
Right. I guess yes, you're right about that. You're right about that.
And he's very. I feel like. His comedy, the reason why you can vibe with him is because he says like over the top things. Says all these over the top things that somehow come out like he uses statistics that all of a sudden you're like, is this kind of logical? Like I just think of like that bit where he has about like, is there never a reason to hit a woman?
I know.
You know where you're like,
that is funny.
I know, but you're like, but at first you're like, should I like this? I kind of really
so how
like.
Does that connect to the house?
Okay, so the interior of this house.
Okay.
There's all different kinds of levels, and like he did it so that it would create a bunch of different views from certain spaces.
Okay.
Inside of the house.
Well, that is exactly like being able to see things from different points of view.
I agree.
Spatially.
So the outside's very, I agree. Aesthetically, not my speed.
Okay.
You know.
We do not promote him. It's all right. No, actually, it's very fitting.
No.
It's very fitting for the metaphor on the inside of the house. I know.
Got it.
Moving along.
Yes.
All right, so the last one we have is...
Ricky Gervais.
Yep.
That's exciting.
Do you want to go or do you want me to go?
You can go.
Well, I will say that there's... Okay, first of all, I mean, I really enjoy Ricky Gervais. I think I might be one of those American people that affords people with an English accent more IQ points than they deserve. I don't know. I could actually be one of those people.
I'm falling.
Because, the accent, but then when you combine that with his, really, critical, judgy, kind of catty kind of quality, it's enough to make me roll right over onto my back and just go, okay, you're awesome, you know what I mean? I will not contest you in any sort of way, you're cool, But I think he's very funny, he's very intelligent, he's very witty. He makes me laugh a lot.
Yes.
Okay, having said that, though, so I actually went...
Oh!
I know, let me explain this. It takes some explaining Maison de Verre for Ricky Gervais. I mean, there's something very... Okay, so it could be that, like I said, I'm attributing more IQ points to him because he is English. Okay, and that's where you get the elegant sophistication of Maison de Verre. But then also, the really cool things I love about Maison de Verre, which I also love about Chicken Point, are the, industrial steel, hands-on cranks, the kind of... Even the little, ladder that goes up and over. Yes. There's all these layers, the bolts on the steel columns. It's a very
sophisticated.
It's very sophisticated, but it's also very warm and very human scale and very industrial at the same time. So it combines. I'm sure he's not from the northern part of England, where it would be even more fitting if he were from Leeds or something like that. But there is a certain sort of gritty, everyday quality to him at the same time, with maybe a nice veneer with the accent and all that other stuff. So that's where I went. Where did you go?
I also went sophisticated, and you know this really well. It came up earlier.
Oh my god.
Yes, Bart Prince as well. But I think he's... So when I think of Ricky Gervais, I think...
You think of Bart Prince?
I kind of do.
Okay.
I think sophisticated, but also a bit... he laughs at his own jokes. A lot, I think it's a little, more
no self-importance.
The fact that there's just shingles on every surface,
some of which go upside down.
Yes,
you're right. They don't shed water.
They
gather
but still so cool.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. So mostly it's the playful, irreverent, but
and then there's these
intense.
Steel, yeah.
All right, I get it. What's really interesting is that about both of these is that there's a lot to the facade and the materiality and the kind of texture, I would say, of the skin of both of these. You know what I mean? Yours, it's the shingles and the patterns and the lines and all that stuff and the shapes.
Yeah.
Whereas with Maison de Verre, it's all about
yours is much cleaner.
It's cleaner. The geometry is cleaner, but then when you get down to the nuts and the bolts on the steel and those glass block, which is not like Miami Vice glass block, by the way, but it's this really nice, elegant kind of, and it kind of gives it this overall texture that is kind of akin to the shingles and all that other stuff, where there's a certain sort of loving attention to the skin of the building. Alrighty. Anyway, so I will be interested. Any ideas about which the next one should be? Pairing up people? Any ideas?
I don't know. I have some lists going.
I have an idea.
Oh, I know you do.
But we're not going to do that again.
No, we're not.
Because you don't have any balls. That's why.
Okay.
That's why.
I don't, actually.
Okay. That's true. I do. I get them out of my handbag and I swing them around. All right, so that's it for us for Comedians and Houses today. More later.
Thank you.